All right, MMA Maniacs, it's time once again for your weekly MMA podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the Ruloff Family Inc. Studios. Bueller and Dodge ready to break it down some news and some fight cards and things of that nature. Also, no Ultimate Fighter this week because of the World Series, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They're not on the same channel, though.
Yeah, but I watched
Fox.
All right.
I watched the replay. I didn't see it the week before.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Ordesa or whatever? How did he win? How?
Wasn't that the boring fight?
Yeah.
I don't know. That fight was terrible.
Because Fox is devoting all their coverage.
How
to
do
the
you
World
not
Series.
knock a guy out who keeps his hands to his side?
I don't know.
Which I still don't
Or just kick him in the breadbasket, bud.
I still don't understand how they lost footage of the World Series. If they have Fox Sports 1 truck there, can't they just switch to Fox Sports 1?
You'd think so.
Couldn't they just use the audio? I listen to a baseball game all the time on the radio. They'd at least been better than the four idiots standing in the studio going, well, we lost cameras. So how do you think the game has been going so far?
What do you think they're doing in the dugout right
Yeah,
now?
what do you think they're doing right now? They played a whole half an inning before they realized
not only
they didn't
that-
have footage.
Come on, Joe. You're in radio. You know somebody on AM for their company was being a color commentator. They couldn't switch to him.
That's what I'm saying. They couldn't switch.
He's up. He's scratching his balls.
I guarantee you that
Audio.
they, as technologically sound as their studios probably are, they probably never ever thought that they would ever have to switch to an AM commentator. So I guarantee you there is no link between the Fox Sports News studio
I'm glad
and their AM
because
broadcaster.
I didn't.
He's
have
all,
to,
let's switch it to Chuck. He's drunk.
hey, I'm glad I didn't have to listen to Joe Buck for that 30 minutes that they didn't have audio because Joe Buck's a fucking moron.
In your opinion.
Sure,
I think
in the opinions of many.
In Dodge's opinion.
Probably like us setting up for a show, looking for a quarter-inch adapter that they never thought they were going to use.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, can we switch over to that AM studio? Why the fuck would we ever want to do that? Nobody ever said we were. This might happen someday. No, we're not going to switch to Jim.
We have 28 HDMI cords. We don't have one coaxial. Or an RCA.
Yeah. Somebody go get an RCA jack and get Jim some pants.
No, just shoot him from the waist up. He's good.
So you can tell your friends and download us on Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, on iHeartRadio as well. Look up MMA Podcast, and we're on there. And you can subscribe. I said on iTunes, I think, yeah. So throw us a like on Facebook, Split Decision MMA Podcast, and on Instagram and Twitter, SD_MMA.
Been busy lately on Facebook.
Yeah.
Got a lot of people rolling.
That's cool, man.
Dodge is back on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep telling your friends. Tell them to throw us a like, and we'll keep giving you shows.
Knows what it's like to be Dodge.
I thought your goal was to go an entire year.
I tried.
Yeah.
Business, sir.
Business. Got it.
I have to be the one that's updating.
I had a
No,
feeling.
it's good.
I had a feeling you were going to be
I
back
like
on
it.
because of Komodo.
Yeah.
If
you look at the rest of it, I just emptied it all out.
Did we get in strongboardbalance.com?
Getting it in right now. StrongboardBalance.com.
I was on it this morning.
You're on
Did
your
you?
Strongboard
Yep.
Balance?
Yeah.
After my run, it was
Board
amazing.
hog.
So get on board at strongboardbalance.com. Check out their Instagram because it's awesome. They do a lot of fun exercises on there. And mymmanews.com, who sent us t-shirts.
We got shirts.
We got
and we're
shirts.
on them.
And we're on a shirt.
With
Is
a
this
bunch
a-
of other companies.
Is
We're on a
this a
shirt.
shirt that they're selling?
They're selling them. They're giving them away. $12. You can buy them online on their site. And I think if you get in any of their competitions, just a lot of the stuff is if you just take part in something, they'll give you a shirt.
I like it. I think it's neat. $12 is a hell of a deal for a shirt, too. My entire wardrobe consists of alcohol shirts, band shirts, and radio station shirts.
I just gotta say, this guy's guard sucks.
This guy's guard sucks.
He's getting his ass beat.
Yeah, he is. He's not in guard, is he?
He's just
No, he's mounted.
open guard though.
He's completely mounted.
That looks like half.
No, he's completely mounted.
That looks like half.
That
And
is
he's
not
really
half.
bloody. He's really bloody.
That dude's sitting on his chest.
I don't know. That leg looks like it's up right there.
To
To the right.
Because he's getting pummeled.
I mean, you can see his foot behind.
Yeah, I think that's just him trying to curl into the fetal position to avoid getting punched
I mean, he's
anymore.
definitely not defending himself.
No, he's not intelligently defending himself.
No.
Herb Dean's off in the shadows about to step in to stop this fight on the front of the shirt.
Mazagati's getting a hot dog. And possibly giving the fight to another judge.
Totally. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into some news here. World Series of Fighting 25.
Yeah, World Series 25, they announced that they're going to be doing the one-night, 8-man tournament.
Are they actually doing it in a state that allows it?
No, yeah, Arizona. Arizona, 8-man tournament, 155 pounds, and they have some special rules.
Didn't we have somebody say they're going to
make-
do a tournament in a state that didn't allow tournaments?
Yeah, that was, I think, them, and they had to move it. And so now they're having to put some special rules in so they can make sure this actually can happen.
Okay.
So one of those rules is there is no draws.
Okay.
There are no elbows, standing or on the ground.
Dumb.
We're going old school Elite XC rules on this one.
Dumb.
So, 3 judges score the bouts, and a 4th judge will be added in the event of a draw.
I want to be that judge.
The guy who decides?
I want to be the 4th judge because that guy can drink all night. And when they say, we have a draw, what do we do? And that guy can just...
He just points.
Just the one in the blue shorts did good. He's fighting next. He wins.
He wins. He wins. So the no elbow rule is only during the quarterfinal and semifinals. When the final bout, it will be regular unified mixed martial arts rules. They just want to make sure that basically no cuts happen, because cuts happen because of elbows.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, more often than not.
Or knees.
Or knees. But elbows are, they say, more.
Big one.
So the quarterfinals are only going to be 2 5-minute rounds, whereas in the semifinals and the finals are 3 5-minute rounds.
Interesting. Be cool to watch.
Are you excited for that?
It's old school cool, man.
If everybody could make it, I mean,
Everybody
if it ends up like the tournament that we just saw, where there was a little confusion, who should have been, who shouldn't have been.
Well, right now we have Louis Palomino, Rich Patzschnock, Brian Foster, and Joa Zeffirino going up again, and then we have Brian Cobb, Mike Ritchie, Islam Adabov, and George Patino.
All right.
Yeah.
I would just like to watch it, and not really knowing who any of these people are, except for Brian Foster. I just want to see a tournament. It's been
Louis
so long.
Palomino.
I can't figure out who he is in my head.
All right.
No, whatever. Moving on from there, that's the tournament on World Series of Fighting 25 when it does come out.
Yes, November 20th.
Weidman is now...
Weidman is talking about Luke Rockhold's been recently doing a lot of interviews talking about how he feels that Chris Weidman is really, really slow. And he says he feels Johnny Hendricks will be a more dangerous fight than Chris Weidman ever, or even Anderson Silva ever would be.
Really?
So he's saying he feels that when they fight, he will be really, really slow. Chris Weidman says, that's fine. He says, I like it. Puts a smile on my face. I want people to remember all the things he's saying, because on December 12th, I want him to remember these things. Look at the guys I fought. I fought Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida, Vitor Belfort. All those guys are faster than Luke Rockhold. I did just fine. Got a lot of respect for Luke. He's got a good skill set, and if he's believing things he's saying, I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finally realizes he's wrong.
It's going to be a great fight. I'm not necessarily in agreement with Rockhold on it at all, because Weidman is a really good fighter. He's really talented.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen... With Luke, he just keeps moving up in competition, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does against somebody the caliber of Weidman. But yeah, He is kind of in he's probably going to get a little awakening. I'm not saying he's in for a rude awakening, but I got a feeling that
he's a Strikeforce champ for a reason.
Yeah, well, still, I think he's going to get tagged by Weidman and be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, I mean, you can't just sit back and do MMA math again and go, well, this guy did this against this guy, No,
of course.
Every time that somebody comes up against somebody else, we've seen it to where somebody was a powerhouse and then comes up to somebody and then just like, I don't even know, like Rory McDonald, comes to mind. Where we thought, okay, well, he's finally got it figured out, and then he gets in the ring and like he looks to his corner like, I don't even have a plan now.
I don't know what happened. He's hitting me a lot in the face.
Yeah, you got really good fighters too, where it's like they're at the top of their game, and another fighter just has their number. Look at T.J. Dillashaw against Hayden Barral, or Frankie Edgar and B.J. Penn.
Yep.
Or even Hoppa lately.
Yeah.
I mean, we thought he had the fire burning again, and then it just didn't turn out.
Conor McGregor talking a little more shit recently, saying that he tore his ACL 80% going into the Chad Mendez fight.
So this is Johnny Hendricks. I only had 75% in this arm,
but he won.
I know, but
he's saying I fought him on one leg.
No, he fought him on a leg and 20%. It's like a leg and a fifth.
Although he said after going through that adversity, he feels like he's gained 3 new legs.
They call him Tripod Conor McGregor.
Which kind of makes me question things.
Speaking of, have you seen the video of McGregor on McGregor?
Yeah.
Going meta? We got to post on the Facebook. It's amazing. Some guy talking, he's pretending to be Conor McGregor, and he's talking about how, I don't just fight in the ring. I fight everywhere. Right now, I'm fighting with my inner demons. He's doing sit-ups on something. He's like, I fight food temptations. They come over with brownies. He's like, no, punching the plates. Look it up. It's funny. I'm not going to ruin it for you.
Rousimar Paul Harris has officially been handed punishment by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, still less than Nick Diaz, for his unsportsmanlike conduct in his victory over Jake Shields back at World Series of Fighting 22. He has been fined $40,000 of his fight purse, plus court fees and suspension for 2 years.
I just like how people come to defend him, and it's like He's done it so many times. He's almost indefensible at this point.
This
Yeah.
is where he's held
Yes,
the
holds onto the hold.
Every
basically.
football player is going to defend him.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, you hit to the whistle.
Yeah, exactly.
You hit to the whistle.
You keep stomping on him to the whistle.
Yeah.
like his
You kick him when he's on the ground to the whistle.
his coach defends him. Is like, we train to do it till the ref stops. And Pilares, he doesn't speak fluent English. Like, bitch, he's heard stop enough times in his life.
Okay,
He
but
knows-
again, I mean, it's your point of view because as of recently, did you know that Karate Kid is the bully now?
yeah, I did. Thanks
Yeah.
to Dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's all what angle you look at it.
He fully is too.
yeah. And he cheated to win that tournament. By the way,
He did.
the only 2 rules you were given were do not kick in the face, which he wins by. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, come on.
He's a cheater and a bully.
Yep.
So what's Mr. Miyagi?
He's an asshole trainer.
No, he didn't. He didn't realize this kid was a bully. He thought he was just a kid that was getting picked on.
Well, see, he's also a fantastic actor because he was able to cry to Mr. Miyagi and make Mr. Miyagi think that the other guy was a bully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how it works.
He's a manipulator.
banana.
Yeah, it's a banana.
banana, George.
Khabib Nurmagomedov is out of his fights.
No. He's
on
hurt
the,
again?
on the Ultimate Fighter finale. He has an injured rib. He will not be able to fight Tony Ferguson. I have not seen a new fight for Tony Ferguson yet, but Nurmagomedov is out due to rib injury.
The eagle can't land.
No.
But on a positive note, it gives us an excuse to
Does
say
he ever take off?
Nurmagomedov.
Like,
Still healing up from that Diaz battle, huh?
Yeah, no shit.
which, by the way, he was in the former restaurant I worked at yesterday.
Oh.
Nick and Nate both were at Fumi.
Yesterday?
Oh.
Day before yesterday, Wednesday.
They were both there?
They were both there.
Because Dodge left.
Yep.
They're like, we're in the clear now.
Hey, his girlfriend used to go there all the time.
Yeah,
And
she's
would
a
talk.
lookout.
She'd be like, no, the MMA guy's there. We can come in.
Yeah,
We can eat.
yeah. She's like that goddamn split decision. Well, I mean, just like he was to you in the casino when he thought you were nobody. He was like, "Hey, man, what's happening?" And you're like, "Hey, I'm Joey Bueller, split decision." He's like,
Fuck you.
"Back the fuck up."
You know what's funny is that it's entirely possible that Nick hears this and goes, "Who the fuck are these guys?" I don't.
Oh no, I know I've sent stuff to him and they don't even respond. Not like fuck off or no, just no response.
They hate us.
209.
I think it's because of Joey.
Probably.
If you've ever listened to Joey's Rock Show in the morning,
He does an amazing
He does an amazing
impression.
I'm not going to do
impression.
it because then we'll lose this.
No, no. He's not going to do it here. But
Yeah.
The Rock 96.7. You can find it on iHeartRadio. Listen from 6 to 9, and maybe you'll catch.
I'm going to feel pressure to do it.
Yeah, it's
got to.
it's electricity in a jar.
Well, I just
Now you're overhyping it.
now we need him to do a fight so I can have an excuse to do the impression.
Yeah, but you won't do it on this show.
Did you find out after they left?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
don't
even-
tell him we're here. Wait till after we
No.
leave.
What's even funnier is that one of the sushi chefs that I know over, he trains Muay Thai, and he's like, "Hey, dude, you'll never guess who's here." And it's him taking a picture with Nate. Also standing next to him is Danny, my partner for the new business, and Paul, the other partner for the other business. And I'm like, does either Danny or Paul know who that is? They're like, no, we just told him to take a picture with him.
Nice. Well, at least they have good taste in restaurants.
That's true.
Yeah.
Paige Van Zant already has to have a replacement. JoJo Calderwood is out of her fight against Paige Van Zant. Fight night
Undisclosed reasons, huh?
81. Instead, Rose Namajunas will be stepping in for JoJo Calderwood. That's an awesome fight.
So Joanne's
Oh
pregnant.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're calling it here. Joanne's pregnant. Undisclosed reasons.
Undisclosed reasons.
That is Joey's opinion.
Yeah.
In Joey's opinion, he believes that somebody is pregnant. Not anybody specific, but that's Joey's opinion.
Whatever, man. Why can't we break the story and then we just be wrong later and retract it?
It's Joey's opinion.
Right. It doesn't matter if it's wrong. You get the ratings first. And
Yeah.
then,
It's his
do, man.
opinion.
It's like MSNBC, bro.
Right.
Yeah, no, we don't have legal money like MSNBC.
I just heard a rumor on the way over here. I'm going to go live with it.
Oh, no.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Do it live.
Fedor is already looking for a new opponent, as Jandeep Singh has come to find out he's out of shape. Come to find out he's out of shape, and the people who are in charge of Ryzen are looking at another opponent because they think, I don't think people are going to believe this is a good opponent for Fedor.
Yeah, I don't.
No shit.
I don't think it's about him being out of shape because Rizin had already stated after everybody started screaming that he was a can that they were already looking for somebody else.
No.
Hey, he was getting ready to fight for the deep megaton title in 3 days.
Is that like an ice cream eating championship or something?
I just didn't know we had a title called the megaton title.
Yeah, you got to go through like 14 gallons of ice cream.
Yeah, well.
It's perfect.
Gina Carano's part of that? Right?
But Gina Carano,
She's the current champ.
she's got the double fisting ice cream cones belt.
Double fisting?
Like an ice cream cone in each
Like
hand.
an ice cream cone in each hand.
Sorry.
Come on.
Josh had the fucking sliding motion and the rotation and everything. It's like Miyagi shows you that move. What does he call that one? Slide in, slide out?
It's like washing your hands.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Gotcha.
Paint the fence. Wax the car. Wash your hands.
Nick Diaz recently did post on his Instagram account that his lawyers have been talking with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, or everything is going well. They're working hard to get everything right. He could fight as early as 2016.
Yeah, we posted the actual picture of the memorandum that they told people to stop bothering them about it being on the
White House.
upcoming. No, about it actually it being in their meeting.
Oh, yeah.
That anything that they're going to do involving Nick is going to be behind closed doors and between them only.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, they're pretty much admitting that.
They fucked up.
Well, yeah.
I still want to see what the White House's response is to it.
I don't think that at this point.
Smoke weed every day.
I don't think it. I don't think it makes a difference now.
Well, no, I mean, that might not make a difference, but they're still technically supposed to respond to any petition.
You think somebody from the White House called and was like, "Hey, we got this paper here. It's got like 100. It's got 420,000 signatures. Could you do? We don't handle MMA.
Yeah.
We don't. We're about to have it in our Congress, but we don't do it.
We can't even get it in New York right now. I mean,
I wish they would. I wish the Congress would get into
Oh,
it.
like the Philippines?
Like the Southeast
Asian, yeah.
countries,
they start
No big government.
They have canes and stuff, and they start hitting each other and
it's
throwing
not-
desks.
Just like the fucking House Parliament.
Yeah.
They're all drunk in the UK. They go in there and get fucking hammered. They're throwing shit at each other all day, too. Bugger off, you fucking asshole.
Balderdash.
Just, yeah.
The right gentleman.
So President Obama was like, for weed? Hell no, call them up.
I'm from Hawaii, man.
We got 4 states legalizing weed and they're busting it for weed? No, we ain't wasting our time with this shit.
Nope.
All right.
Ronda Rousey on the cover of Ring Magazine
Why is there like an exclamation mark and question marks?
because it's so crazy.
Oh, because it's a boxing
It's a
magazine.
boxing magazine.
Yeah, okay.
Ronda Rousey's on the cover.
That's right, because there's rumors circulating that she wants to be a boxer.
She wants to be a boxer. She also wants to be a WWE Divas champion.
She's wanted that for a long time, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Longer than boxing.
Yeah.
Also speaking about Ronda Rousey, recently she and her coach, Edmund Tavadarian, have said about her mom talking out that that's something we'll talk about with her. We're not going to talk about it to the media.
And we also posted that video, and I have to tell you, for everything that she said, his reaction,
Edmund
he took the
basically
high
says,
road.
Yep. He says, I've always said a mom is a mom, and that's it. It's all I have to say. I've never spoken to anybody about negative about anybody's mom, and I never will.
Did Rhonda take her phone away yet?
Rhonda said, any reaction I have to my mother, she's going to hear from me, not a media outlet. In fact, today, actually it was yesterday, she did a media call. First question they asked her about Travis Brown, she hung up on everybody.
Yeah.
Came back and said she won't be answering any questions about her relationship status.
Now, how do you guys feel? Because everybody in these forums are like, well, your life's on screen 24/7 now. This is just something that you have to deal with. I mean, should
think-
you really have to deal with that?
Here's my thing, there's been a couple recent articles about it, that MMA is so new and the media is so new that they're already blending other medias in it. So now, like, if TMZ wants to ask her that, fine. But if you're MMA Junkie or you're Bleacher Report or you're whoever these guys that are supposed to be the credible news, why the fuck are you asking her about her personal?
I don't know, because some of the
why
I
not?
don't want to say specifically, but
because
there's a
why not
lot
ask her about her fight?
What is she going to say about her fight that she hasn't said about every other fucking fight?
But that's the job.
It's not the
You're
job.
reporting about MMA.
No, the
if you
job-
want to be a gossip magazine, or if you want to
It has
be a
nothing to-
rumor
it
magazine,
has
if you're going
nothing
to
to
be
do-
Tyler
it-
Durden
no, it has-
website, or you're going to be what's the other one he
It
has
has nothing to
with
do-
Leather, or any of those other
There's
ones.
nothing at all to
that are-
do with that. That has nothing to do with that. Because you want to create
If they're just entertainment,
you want an entertaining
fine.
product so people will listen to it.
But if
that's
you're just-
but
that's
there's
what
a
you
difference
want.
between entertaining product and producing clickbait.
Exactly.
Well, asking her about a relationship that she actually does have is not
That's
clickbait.
all they asked.
Yeah, but-
they said
Because
hey,
she hung up on him.
No. Before that, they were just like, so we know you got a fight coming up, but we just want to know, how do you feel about Travis Brown talking about your relationship? Has nothing to do with the fight. You're on a media call for the fight. It's specifically to talk to the competitors about the fight. If this was another interview that you had with her, or you're TMZ, you catch her and you want to do an interview, that's fine. But if you're there to be talking about the fight and all you're going to ask about is a relationship, I think it's bullshit.
I don't know. I don't think she should have hung up. I think she should have just said next.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to answer
Which
that.
is fine. I'm fine with that too. But I'm just saying, as for the journalist, if you're there trying to do,
So was it multiple journalist outlets that were on this call?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Oh yeah, it's up to like 200 or 300 now,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. I thought it was just an interview.
No.
Like
Not just
when they call us.
No, not just that. It was It's basically like when they go to media day and you show up and your first question is, "Hey, what's your relationship?" That's the first question she got. Nothing about the fight. Now, hey, do you think Holly Holmes got a chance?
Hey, does the curtain match the drapes?
Right.
Yeah, that's another thing is if it's a dude fighter, that's never going to be the first question.
Right.
And because she's a lady,
I don't think that's necessarily true though either. If you got a dude fighter who's involved with a female fighter, for example, if Travis Brown is having media questions, I guarantee you they're going to ask him about his relationship with Ronda Rousey.
would it be the first question?
Possibly,
if he was having a fight.
because Ronda Rousey's more important than Travis Brown. So it's entirely possible. Yeah, I mean, especially when you're Ronda Rousey, you're going out with another fighter, and you're going out with another fighter who's just in the news for a domestic abuse scandal that turned out to be false. But there's a lot there. It's not like they're just asking her about some random boyfriend that nobody knows who it is. You know, I think it's more relevant than you're making it out to be personally. But
I don't know. I feel like, again, because we don't hear a lot of these things in the NFL when they're interviewing guys when after the game or after NBA games or after baseball games. And I'm like, so how's your relationship with Giselle going, Tom?
yeah.
But that has happened.
But that's not the question they ask right after the game.
But Giselle's also not like on the tip of the tongue of the people. Well, she could be. Never mind. Yes, we're all sexist. Moving on.
That's Joey's opinion.
That's every feminist opinion is that we're automatically sexist.
Sexist, yeah.
As soon as we ask that question, how's your relationship? Can I get a real question, please? If I was a man, you wouldn't be asking me these questions. That's what it is.
Rashad Evans, coming off of his loss to Ryan Bader, says he wants to fight Alexander Gustafsson next. Do you like that fight? Do you think that's next in line?
I would actually enjoy that fight, I think.
You're all right with it?
Yeah. I think it would be a very enjoyable fight. Why the hell not? What about you?
Yeah. I think it. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be.
I think Gustafsson's going to win.
It's going to be a slugfest. It's going to be fun.
I don't think Evans has it anymore.
I don't think he has the speed anymore.
I don't think he does,
Or the
either.
durability.
But they're going to be throwing leather until one of them falls over,
Right.
and that's always fun.
All right. I can go with that. Misha Tate saying she is thinking about retirement.
No,
All about the money.
CUPCAKE. Why?
Because she says it's a very fine line. All I can say is I don't want to go in that direction, but anything is a possibility. If there's clear no way for me to get a title shot as long as Ronda has the belt, then I don't know. I suppose I'll have to look at my options, and that's not saying I will retire, but that's saying something I'll have to think about. Push comes to shove, I will stand my ground. I'm a company woman. I went to Japan and fought on Fight Pass with no exposure. Fought Sarah McMahon when nobody wanted to fight her. I make myself available as available as possible, but when comes a point when I cannot sacrifice what I believe in my heart to be right. I'm not saying the UFC is trying to bully me. If they really want something to get it in their head, that's all they're going to want. It's not for me. It's not that simple. I don't feel right about something. If my heart's not into it, I'm not going to do it.
Plus, she's been making movies, right?
Yeah,
And
she's done a
so
couple.
it's probably getting better. I mean,
Actually, Misha Tate's done movies.
She did a movie.
Oh, I thought okay. I thought she was lined up. She was doing the Fight Valley movie, right?
Yep.
And then
okay.
I thought she'd picked up a couple more out of that.
I saw only one, I think.
Okay.
But how do you? I mean, obviously you're sad.
Well, it sucks to have to be the gatekeeper.
And that's what she says, basically. She
Yeah.
goes, I've pretty much become a gatekeeper. That's what the UFC is essentially telling me.
Yeah, and that does suck.
Because
but at
that's
the same
fine,
time-
because I put myself there. I won and lost those fights, but there's got to be some light at the end of the tunnel. If there's not, what's the future in the sport?
I can't believe that, as well known as she is, and she's a really decent looking girl, that she's not marketable. Because the big thing is about the money. I can't believe that she can't, or a company can't market her to make more money off of her.
Maybe she's just not marketable, though. To be honest with you, I don't.
Got a text to Kevin Harvick. Didn't he sign her? Right?
Did he?
Kevin Harvick is his racing team. He signed,
that's right,
He
yeah.
signed Cerrone, he signed her, he signed Rose, right?
I'm just saying, like, okay.
Got to be barking it or somebody.
So she's saying there's got to be a light at the end of the tunnel. She's had a chance for the title twice now, and she failed both times.
Yep.
Her job is as a fighter. And everybody wants the gold. Everybody wants the strap. But you know what? Sometimes you get drafted to the Cleveland Browns, and you just got to fucking play the game and enjoy your career.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Well, look at that 185 we got in the men's division. There's guys that are happy at 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. Because it's their job and they love it. They love getting in there and they love doing their job. So I think she's kind of probably hit a critical point where she's really, I mean, obviously what she said, she's weighing her options. You know, maybe it's a mid-career crisis or whatever. Because she's realizing, like, she's never going to win the Super Bowl. She's never going to win the World Series. She's never going to get that strap. So does she want to stay a gatekeeper forever? Which is basically what she's asking. Mm-hmm. Personally, I'm like, you're a fighter. You still have
John
a job
Fitch
as a
did
fighter.
it for a long time.
Yeah. And you're getting a paycheck for doing it. You might as well enjoy it while you can. That's how I feel about it. But if she's getting sick of getting punched in the face, then so be it.
Right.
There you go. Did you get a chance to watch the event from Dublin?
No.
On Fight Pass.
No, I was at Aftershock.
I got seen the highlights.
Hey, guess what? Nick and Nate Diaz were there too. Didn't run into him in the tent?
No.
They had VIP passes. Did you?
I did.
Then why didn't you see him?
I don't know.
They were hanging out.
He actually, dude, this guy actually did radio work while he was there.
What?
He was backstage. He talked to bands.
Yeah.
Did you record it?
No.
So it didn't actually happen.
There's pictures.
Photoshop's good.
Oh yeah, Dodge. Now you're in a freezer with a cook.
Right? Right?
Now
You
you're
could
in-
be anywhere.
You could be anywhere,
If
Joey.
you send Dodge your picture, he could put you anywhere he wants. You could be inside your own ass. Oh, whatever. We had the Dublin card that was just it fell apart at the seams.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, but the hometown boy loses at the main event.
Right?
Louis Samolka takes out Paddy Houlihan. Rear naked choke, round 2, 4 minute 9 seconds.
Bummer.
In your main event.
Did they riot?
Possibly.
Norman Park also beat Reza Madadi, and Nicholas Dalby wins over Taryn Hill. Neil Seary,
No, he did not win.
It was a draw, sir.
Sorry.
Nobody won.
Nobody won.
your mom won.
Nobody won.
Neil Seary beats John De Los Reyes. And also the ladies fighting Aisling Daly up against Erica Almeida.
She wins at home. That's nice.
Yeah. And Steve Ray beats Michael Labute. Christoph Jotko goes up against Scott Askham and wins with a split decision. Tom Breeze gets a win over Cathal Pendred with a TKO. Poor Cathal. He did an AMA after that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I didn't read it.
Did he remember anything?
He forgot his login. Darren Elkins beats Robert Whiteford with a decision. And then Gareth McClellan went up against Bubba Bush and wins by TKO.
All right.
And that's your whole card.
That's your whole card.
And there ain't shit
Next
going on
fight
this
is
weekend,
until
huh?
the following week.
When is that, next week?
Yep.
Belfort Henderson 3?
Yep.
All right. It's going to be
Yeah.
a good time. So we'll break that fight card down for you when we get to it next week. Make sure you tune back in, check it out, tell your friends. Send the links around, spread the love. Download us on Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, where you can subscribe. Look us up on iHeartRadio. And, of course, throw us a like on Facebook at Split Decision MMA Podcast. And find us on Instagram and Twitter at SD_MMA. From the Rue Life Family Inc. Studios, it is Bueller and Dodge saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.